Hello, I'm FBA.
And I'm FBM.
And we both help you fulfill your Amazon orders.
Okay, this one's ready to ship.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't actually do that.
Ah, yeah, that's right. You're the sit back and let Amazon do all the work.
Exactly, because unlike you, I don't have to pack and ship my orders out every day.
Well, I don't have to worry about inventory limits.
I don't have to worry about customer service.
Well, it's not that hard.
Are you sweating? To figure out which fulfillment channel you should choose, you first need to understand the pros and cons of FBA versus FBM. With FBA, arguably the number one benefit is not having to worry about storing and shipping out your own inventory. Amazon wants to make it easy for you to sell on their platform, and they do this by handling all of the logistics for you. To sell on Amazon, all you need to do is simply ship your products directly from the manufacturer's warehouse to Amazon's fulfillment centers. By not having to worry about fulfilling your own orders, this gives you valuable time back that you can use to focus on growing your sales. We have an entire video that walks you through how to ship your product into Amazon's warehouses, so make sure you check that video up in the cards, and we'll also put a link down in the description.
Now, what Lenny didn't mention is that a big downside to using FBA is that the fees can become very costly. This is especially true during October to December, when storage fees increase nearly 4 times compared to the rest of the year. FBA fees also cover the cost to pick, pack, and ship your products to the customer. The amount you pay will vary depending on the weight and size of your product. Generally, it is cheaper to sell small and lightweight products using FBA, but more expensive to sell oversized or heavy products. That's why before you begin selling, you'll want to calculate your fees ahead of time. We have a great video walking you through exactly how to do this. So check out that video up in the cards and also down in the description. Now with FBM, you have the flexibility of storing your own inventory for free in your own home, or choosing a third-party fulfillment center that offers better pricing compared to Amazon. You can often even agree on a quotation with your shipping partner beforehand and get a solid idea of your expected profits. So just keep that in mind, especially if you're selling large or oversized products.
Right, but with FBM, you're entirely responsible for finding a place to store your inventory. And if you're doing it from home, you might be spending all day packing boxes and driving to the post office to manually send off orders. You'll also need to quickly process those orders and have them shipped out to your customers within 24 hours. Failing to do so can negatively affect your standing on Amazon, and if mistakes continue piling up, you face the possibility of having your account suspended. Now with FBA, one huge advantage is that you automatically become eligible for Prime benefits. As a result, your products will receive free 1 to 2 day shipping, plus you'll be able to show off that highly coveted Prime badge. In the past, FBM sellers could actually receive Prime benefits by qualifying for a program called Seller Fulfilled Prime. However, currently that program is no longer active, so all FBM sellers can do is add their names to a waiting list. To put this missed opportunity into perspective, there are more than 200 million users all around the world that are more likely to purchase items that have an Amazon Prime badge.
Well, that's great and all, but you're not going to be able to sell much if you're always going out of stock. You see, one big disadvantage of FBA is that Amazon implements restock and inventory limits. They claim they set these limits to prevent sellers from overstocking their inventory. However, a ton of sellers agree that they just aren't given the necessary storage space needed to prevent their products from always going out of stock. Now, with FBM on the other hand, you have much more control over your inventory, as you can purchase as much inventory as your business needs. Typically, you'll find third-party fulfillment centers have much higher limits than what Amazon allows. Plus, some companies will even let you walk through and inspect your products. With FBA, it's highly unlikely that Amazon will let you do this, so you just have to trust that they won't break or mishandle your inventory. When you use FBA, be prepared to do things the Amazon way.
Now, that's a great point, but if you do need more inventory space, you can always increase your restock limits by following the steps we outlined in our inventory management guide. That video is down in the description, so make sure you check it out. Also, if you're getting any value from this video so far, please let us know by smashing that like button. Now, another issue with FBM is that you have much more responsibilities to consider. For example, you'll need to handle customer service and also process returns. These two responsibilities can start to occupy a ton of your time and not allow you to focus on all the other important parts of your business, such as advertising or optimizing your listing. With FBA, in addition to handling fulfillment for you, Amazon will also process all of your returns. They'll even take care of any customer service issues that come up as well. For example, if one of Amazon's carriers were to damage your product during delivery, because that wasn't you or the customer's fault, they'll issue reimbursement to your account for the price of the damaged item automatically.
Right. But while that may sound very convenient, it's also worth noting that when Amazon determines if an item is eligible for a return, they operate by their own customer return policy. As an FBA seller, you have no control over whether a product is accepted as a return, even if it's clearly the buyer's fault that that product was damaged. If this was the case, Amazon would not reimburse you and mark the product as unsellable. Another interesting benefit of FBM is that you get more control over your product's packaging. Because you can choose between more customized packaging options, you'll be able to pack your products in a way that's perfect for your customers and lets you stand out from your competitors. With FBA, you're somewhat restricted to the type of packaging you can create. In fact, Amazon has a long list of requirements that your packages must meet before they can even be accepted into their warehouses. So if you don't properly prepare your inventory to meet those requirements, Amazon can actually reject your shipment, forcing you to spend more time and more money retrieving and repackaging all of your inventory.
Now, if you're selling FBM and there are several FBA sellers offering the same product, you're going to have a slight disadvantage when it comes to winning the buy box. All other factors being equal, 9 times out of 10, FBA offers will beat standard FBM offers for the buy box. So if buy box competition for your products is hyper competitive, then FBA might be the better route.
Now that you know all the pros and cons of using both FBA and FBM, which one is right for you? Here's what I'd say. You may want to use FBM if you sell very large or heavy products. You don't want to be restricted by Amazon's inventory limits. You want more control over your product's packaging. You're able to handle customer service and product returns. And lastly, like Lenny just mentioned, you're not competing with other sellers for the buy box.
Now, on the other hand, you may want to use FBA if you sell small and lightweight products. You want your products to be eligible for prime benefits like 1 to 2 day shipping. You don't have the time or capacity to manually package and ship orders. You run your business out of your home and don't have any storage space for inventory. And lastly, you don't want to handle customer service and returns. So really, it all just comes down to what's going to work best for you and your business. However, from personal experience, we can both say that using FBA has been a big reason why we've been successful on Amazon. If you watched our latest season of the $1 Million Case Study, you've seen us recently use FBA to launch a brand new product, the washable pee pads for dogs. And so far, within the first year, our listing has gained more than 400 product reviews and generated over $150,000 in sales. Looking back, the biggest reason why we've had so much success is because we don't have to worry about handling inventory storage, order fulfillment, returns, or even customer service. This frees up more of our time to focus on the important aspects of growing our business, such as keyword research, monitoring our competitors, optimizing our listings, images, advertising campaigns, and much more.
But something else to keep in mind is that you can actually sell on Amazon using both FBA and FBM. Now, this is a bit of an advanced strategy because you can use FBA to fulfill your Amazon orders and then use FBM to fulfill your off Amazon orders, like your Shopify store, or even if you're selling on Walmart or eBay. It can also be smart to use FBM as a backup plan in case your FBA inventory sells out before you're able to restock. In fact, about 1 in 5 small business sellers currently use both FBA and FBM to fulfill their orders. We even asked you guys in our latest community poll, and over 12% of you said you use both. If you didn't get a chance to vote, let us know down in the comments which fulfillment methods you use. And if you're wanting to learn more about how to sell and ship your own products using Amazon FBM, make sure you watch this next video to learn everything you need to know before getting started. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
So all FBM sellers can do,
long one, yeah.
Struggling.
When you use FBA, be prepared.
Maybe I think that felt pretty good.